going to be giving you some advice and tips on how to balance better. This is more about gymnastics and dance, ballet, so how to improve your balancing and how to balance better basically. So without further ado, let's get on with the video.
So of course we're going to start by warming up our feet. We're going to do 5 circles with our ankles inside and then the other way, and then change your foot. Then you're going to demi-point, point, and demi-point, and you're going to do that 10 times. Then you're going to releve about 20 to 40 times, depending how much you can do. And then you're going to hold it for 30 seconds. Now you're going to releve, plie, place your feet down, and then do the same thing backwards. So plie, releve, straighten your knees, and down. Next, you're going to start in first position, and you're going to demi-point and point. Now you're going to demi-point, and when you point, you're going to plie, and then demi-point and down. Next, you're going to tendu to the side, and you're going to push your foot forward so you can stretch your foot. Now in first position, you're going to releve, and then you're going to hold. Then on one foot, you're going to releve 10 times, and then you're going to hold it for 20 seconds. When you releve, make sure that you don't drop your heel down like this when you go back down. You want to do it slow and controlled. When you releve, make sure that your feet are together, your heels and knees are together, and don't lean on the outside of the foot. Try to focus your weight and balance on your big toe. Now try to balance in passe. You can either have your hands to the side, straight up, in front of you, but I prefer to have my hands up. When you're balancing, it's important to have your back straight, so don't stick your butt out, tuck it in, and make sure that you have a strong core. Make sure to squeeze your back and open up your shoulders. When you're balancing in passe, make sure that your foot only touches your knee. You don't want to stick it at the back or in the front, only make sure it touches your knee. You can do the same thing with passe but to the side. Most people would make the mistake of either falling to the side or back. So here I'm showing you, because if you lean on your small toe, you're going to fall to the side, and if you try to releve, most likely you'll fall backwards. So if you focus your balance on your big toe, that won't happen. So to practice in passe, start on flat foot and hold that for 30 seconds. And then releve 10 times and hold on releve for about 10 to 30 seconds. Of course, in the beginning, you can start by using something for support like a chair or hold on to the wall, doing the same things, relevaing, holding, and then try to remove your hands from the chair or wall. And the same thing in passe. So releve, hold, and then hold without the chair. If you want to, you can also practice with passe to the side. Another tip I would give is that you should look at one spot, so concentrate to have better balance. So here I want to talk about your shoulders. If one shoulder is going to fall down during a balance, then try to lock it back into place and lift it up. So if your right or left shoulder is going to fall, then pick it up again. So I showed you some of the basic balances. Another balance you can practice is the arabesque in front. And when you're doing it, make sure that your hip is not up and that it's not down, so you don't sit on it. And make sure that your shoulders are back. Again, in this balance or any other balance that you want to do, practice doing releves and then hold on releve. Another thing you can do to practice balance is start in an arabesque in front and then try to slowly bring your leg back in an arabesque. Another thing you can do is jump into the balance. This is only for practice to see how fast you can lock yourself into the position. You shouldn't jump into balances, or not all of them. This is also good for turns. Another balance is the attitude balance. So when you're doing it, make sure that your hips are not turned out. Make sure that it is in line with your shoulders. Try not to wobble again on your foot. Focus the balance on your big toe. And for your arms, you can either have one up and one to the side, or both up. And try not to drop your leg when you're doing the attitude balance or any other balance. Always try to pull up. And always try to hold for longer. So if you feel like you're going to fall, pull up and really keep your legs strong and try to hold it for a little bit longer. And when you're coming out of an attitude balance or turn, make sure that you come out with a straight leg in the end. My next tip is, if you have this cushion thingy, which is for balance, or if you have a balance board, make sure to use it. This one is made out of rubber, it's soft, and it's got little spikes on the top. Start off by doing releves on both feet and then holding, and then try to do the same thing on one foot. On one foot you can start with flat foot and then try to releve and then hold it. So I've put socks on because it's a bit uncomfortable to do it barefoot. So on the cushion or balance board, you can basically do different balances. So penché, I'm showing it here, but I wasn't very warmed up, so it's not very good. You can also try doing the ring balance, the needle. You can also try doing leg holds. Another good way to practice balance is by placing one foot on the chair, and you can start by doing releves and then holding again, and then try to lift the foot off the chair and hold it. You can also try doing it on your cushion or balance board.
that you enjoyed it, and if you found it helpful, then please give it a thumbs up. And remember, when practicing balancing, it just takes time and practice. So whenever you have a free moment, do those extra releves, stay on your tiptoe. So that's all, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!